All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live Friday night update, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi, and all eyes are now on the northern Gulf of Mexico as potential tropical cyclone 3 continues to move northward into the northern Gulf of Mexico. There's a look at the visible satellite presentation, and I like to show this at sunset so you can kind of see the higher thunderheads there in the northern Gulf, kind of an indication as to where the heaviest of the rains are. So just kind of a different perspective there. There's the enhanced satellite perspective. You can see the deeper thunderstorms there, kind of shrinking a little bit, but still holding on. And that actually extends all the way down towards the Yucatan Peninsula. And one of the concerns that we'll have to watch is just how much of this moisture is able to be pulled northward into the northern sections there of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and even the panhandle of Florida. Some very heavy rain there. And as you can see at this moment, some of the wind gusts near Mobile Bay up to 30-35 miles an hour. When we take a look at the offshore oil rigs, this is kind of interesting and cool. This is a look at the rigs there east and east-southeast of New Orleans. The main pass rig there, steady at 33-35, peaking at about 46 miles an hour, just to kind of give you a different perspective there. And then as we take a look at the Mobile radar, right there, you can see some of the bands of heavy rain coming into Pensacola, just west of Panama City. Another band there over towards the east side of New Orleans, Lake Pontchartrain. This is all building up to Slidell, Biloxi, up towards Bogalusa and Wiggins at this hour, right along Interstate 10 and 59. So again, not a pretty drive ongoing over that way. When you take a look now at the radar here locally, there are a few showers out there tonight. And good evening to you guys, all the dads out there. Wishing you, by the way, a happy Father's Day weekend. Just an FYI on that. Jojo, Juan, good to have you guys in there. Appreciate you popping in. Just a few showers there. Headed back towards the eastern side of the peninsula. The metro areas are quiet. A few sprinkles there over towards Spring Hill. Again, likely not to hold together. And then all of a sudden, just to the west of Yeehaw Junction, got a few showers there. All right, let me give you the latest particulars there on our storm here. Kind of give you guys a little bit of a perspective. Let me punch a couple things up. Give me 1 second. Putting a few of these graphics, turning them on, so to speak, and then we'll kind of work our way through this. We got recon out there too, by the way, which is kind of nice. That'll firm things up for us to see whether or not we'll get Claudette prior to landfall. All right, so here's a look at the tropics. Thank you, Pam. Appreciate that. Brad Hughes, Danielle McGinnis. So in the tropical Atlantic, you got a nice little wave there pretty far to the south. Not too concerned about that for now. But water vapor channel shows where the storm was yesterday and where it is now. So you can see how things have pivoted and moved around here over the last 24 hours. So kind of a cool way to see things in motion. There's a look at the data set. There was the storm, I think, just a couple days ago now. It's up here, so it is on the move for sure. Look at these water temperatures. You can see low and middle 80s, plenty warm enough there for tropical development for sure. And the wave action, let's go ahead and clean this up here just a little bit, as we've seen a little bit of enhancement now on that northeast side of the storm. You can see right in there, 10-foot waves. And that trails all the way down over towards the Bay of Campeche. Let me get out of that and then save this. There's a better perspective there for you. Darlene Dorwood, gotcha. Pamela Jacques Lopez, Marilyn Drew, Jeff Neighbors. Good to have you guys in there. This, again, showing you some of the waves there in response to our potential tropical cyclone. Now, as of 8 o'clock, moving north at 16, so this puppy is racing. Its time to be upgraded is shrinking. So if it's going to get upgraded, it's going to have to do it here before 11 o'clock. Otherwise, it'll stay a potential tropical cyclone. Giselle Tanya, Deborah Ann Marks, Mikey Long, good to have you guys in here tonight. But there you go. Again, that storm system, it'll be lifting up to the north and then the northeast and then the east-northeast. And when you take a look at the satellite perspective here, there you go. Check that out. There's New Orleans, there's Pensacola. They're going to get the lion's share of the rain. And when we take a look at the stats in the radar, you can clearly see what's going on. There's the storm now coming into the southeastern Louisiana. Louis Diaz, Mary Marie, Mikey Long. Good to have you young folks in here with us tonight. I do appreciate you popping in, saying hi. Elizabeth Hahn has popped in as well. So big shield of rain and heavy rain from New Orleans to Pensacola, Florida right now. Excuse me, in this area. That's where our tropical storm warnings are in effect. Paisley's in the house. Vicky Magoo. Juan Melendez has popped in. Juan, good to have you there. All right, so Recon is out there right now, and in that quadrant that they're in, the pressure is actually at 1,008 millibars. So again, nothing too earth-shattering. Aircraft altitude is 5,320 feet, so just above the surface of the ocean. Mary well said, Louis Diaz, Kilo Ikai Moon. It's not very, it's lopsided. It's an eastern side storm. When we take a look at the models, you can see boom, right over Lake Pontchartrain, and then zooming on off towards the east-northeast. There you go. Now, along that track, the other thing that we are definitively going to have to watch is the rainfall potential there. As you can see, big swath there from southeast Louisiana to the southern Appalachian Mountains there. Some significant rain. The upstate of North and South Carolina, the North Georgia mountains, and then there's a front coming through the Ohio Valley. So there's a squeeze play. And what's interesting about this squeeze play, Helene Rich and Mary Evans, Mary Marie, watch this. So there's a water vapor channel. Storms in northern Georgia Sunday morning. Look, now there's a little bit of moisture from that's trying to potentially sneak on in here. And then as it continues to lift out, then there's another front that kind of comes on in. So the tandem of that storm going by to the north and the moisture with that front should begin to increase our rainfall chances here as we go through early next week. In fact, you take a look at the European computer model, and it is indicating the potential for 1 to 3 inches of rain. The GFS model, interestingly enough, is as wet, if not wetter. You can see lots of purple, lots of blue, and even a little bit of red. 1 to as much as 4.5 inches of rain. So how about that? Sue? I don't know about sleepy. I always eat a nice big dinner before I come on, and I think that's a big part of it. So there you go. Dan Frisco from Port Orange. Marlene Zimmer is now popping on in. Marlene, got you there, girl. Appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Candy Fry, coffee, strong coffee. Now, tropical development, by the way, this time of the year is typically in the Gulf of Mexico, the northwestern areas there of the Caribbean, and the southeastern nook there of the United States. So that development area right there. Angelique from Ormond Beach, Marisol Cortez, good to have you there. So there's a June formation. So we can't put Claudette in there just yet. And one of the things that we watch in the heart of hurricane season is the Bermuda and Azores High. When it's weaker, storms curve out to sea. When it's stronger, they tend to curve closer to Florida and or the United States. So that's one of the things that we are going to be watching. J.C. Barber, Giselle Tanyan. No, Giselle, not happening. Melissa again, Wiggy is in. Donna Sutphin and Juan Melendez. So there you go. All right, 7-day forecast here for everybody. Swing. Rain chances low on Saturday, a little bit higher there on Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, plenty of tropical moisture in play. That'll push our rain chances up to 50 to 60% and keep those afternoon highs running in the upper 80s to near the 90-degree mark. So that's what we're talking about right there. All right, now the temps around the country, the other big story is the heat. And I'll tell you, here's a look at what we've got. Joe, nice. Joe, you be nice, Joe. Joe. Let's see here. Shrink it up just a scooch. There we go. Get that 7-day in there. There it is. Vegas 112. Janet Hale has popped in. Thank you, young lady. Appreciate you. Grass is finally green, says Aline Rish. Sharon Cochran has followed and is sharing. So we do appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Shannon and Miss Janet. 112 in Vegas. Phoenix was actually 118 the last I saw. So we'll continue to keep tabs on that there for you. Snow cover. Highest peaks. There is some snow. Temps around the globe as we go globe trotting. Ooh, some cold air up in Canada. 35 Fort Ross, 45 Baker Lake. Northwestern Canada, though, warm. The low and mid 70s. Iqaluit 32, Winnipeg 63. There's Boise 97, Sacramento 107. Kathy Fish, the fish is in the house. Good to have you there. Marilee Taylor Davis. Marilee, I appreciate you popping in, and you too, Elizabeth Haught. So there's a look at Dallas 91. Boy, a lot of heat there from Chicago West. Houston 91. And there's a look at the Cancun area, 84. Mexico City Airport 61. Bogota 61. Death Valley, let's see here, hang on a second. Current temperature in Death Valley is 117. 117. That's where they're at today. Whew. Unbelievable. Tara Lynn Tootle, Carrie Lee Johnson, J.C. Barber. There you go. Cheryl Naster. Thank you, Cheryl. Appreciate your kind words there, young lady. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Lima, Peru, 64. Santiago, 48. Punta Arenas coming in at 37. A little chill in the air. Cape Town, 48. Bangui, 75. Rabat, Morocco, 57. London, 54. Oslo coming in at 59. Muscat, Yemen, 88. Baku, 77. Astana and Surgut, both at 48. Thank you, Juan. Jenny Feinberg has popped in. Thank you, Cheryl. Appreciate your kind words. Kathmandu, 70. Bishkek is at 68. Bratsk, 66. Beijing, China, a very warm 81 degrees. Hong Kong, 88. Makassar, 79. Look at Alice Springs, a chilly 48 degrees. Perth coming in at 46. Alice Springs, 48. Adelaide coming in at 55. Hobart Airport, 52. Christchurch, 45. And Auckland coming in at 66 degrees. Giselle Yatania, good to have you there, young lady. Appreciate you popping in and saying hi. We'll take one look here at the Saharan dust layer. Somebody was asking about that. Come on in. Doing Facebook Live, everybody. I want you to say hello to Mr. Dylan. Mr. Dylan Shear. Oh, go ahead. You're right there.
Oh, I'm right there.
Yeah,
hello.
You're fine. What's cooking? Good looking.
Just wanted to check and see if we are tracking the tropics to 10 hours.
Absolutely.
That's all I needed.
Sure. Yeah. There we go. All right. So everybody say goodbye to Dylan. Boom. Bye. There's your Saharan dust layer. Again, that dust is being kept at bay with all that rain going on there in the northeastern Gulf of Mexico. Mary Evans, thank you. I do. I'm off this weekend. Molly Johnson in Raleigh. Thank you, Miles. Appreciate that. So there you go. That's a look at the Saharan dust layer. Now, back to our big story. Potential tropical cyclone 3 has not been upgraded yet, and we are running out of time for this one to be upgraded as it is quickly approaching the southern coast there of Louisiana. Still got a few hours to do it. Hurricane hunters are in there, and that's what we will be watching here. Cal, Angel, Evan Deese, Marilyn Edith Sanju, Frazier, Margaret Hess Monaco. Good to have you guys in there. So here's a look at the potential cyclone 3. New Orleans, Pensacola. Taking a look at the radar, you can see the big burst of wind and rain now from New Orleans to Pensacola. Model tracks are exceedingly consistent right there. Southeast Louisiana, North Georgia mountains, mid-Atlantic, and then out to sea. We do have those tropical storm warnings up right now. So there you go. And then the rainfall potential here is quite high north and west of Central Florida. But I do think we're going to get our share of rain Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, as there will be increased moisture once PTC3 or Claudette goes by to our north and our east. Caitlin Woods, Air Force Hurricane Hunter. Well, they're up there right now. They're surveying the territory, the land. In fact, here they are for you. Let me show you their current trek. So they flew out of Tampa, MacDill Air Force Base. They're in that northeast quadrant. Wind speed 10 seconds there, 39 miles an hour. Surface pressure is still quite high at 1,008, but they did find a peak wind gust there at 47 miles an hour just a short time ago there. So we'll continue to monitor that. Now, when we take a look at the forecast for Father's Day weekend, and keep what you see right there in mind, one of the things we're going to be watching, so the tropical moisture goes up and over this big ridge, but as it continues to lift to the east into Sunday evening, Monday, and Tuesday, we think that some of that moisture will get pulled into north central Florida. Then a front begins to push into the deep south, and that will continue to keep our rain chances very, very high. In fact, it should add up over the course of a couple days. There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week, the European computer model, and then here's the American GFS model. Also quite wet here across Central Florida. So rain chances may be briefly lower Saturday and the first half of Sunday, but going up there into next week. All right, gang, I am going to let you guys fly a little bit early here, as I'm sure it's Friday night and you want to get your events going on, so we'll let you run there. I'll be back tonight at 10 on a CW18 and again at 11 on West 2 News. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to wish all the dads out there a happy Father's Day, and I'll see you guys tonight on live TV or Monday night on Facebook Live. Take care, guys. See ya. Stay safe.